Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening for everyone who watching this record. Let me introduce myself. My name is Agisni. I am a digital talent incubator from Purwadhika student. Here I want to show you my demonstration code project for Capstone, building library management app using Python only. So the first one that I want to show you is displaying all the data, which is books, users, and all the transaction, borrow transaction, and return transaction. So I'm just gonna play my. This is the main menu. So I press one for displaying library data. But there's another menu, which display books, user, transaction. I press one for display books. So there's category list. I then have to type the fiction at the category. This fiction here, and there's some filtering. If I want to show all, I just gonna press one to showing all the status book with all the status available and the rented. If I want to showing the available only, I just gonna press two for available only and gonna press three for the rented. And right for the fiction one, what all the all books here. So it's very different list with the apply with the fiction list, right? So want to show the available one and then that one. Okay, all the filter is work. I want to back, press 4 and press X on the category list. So next I want to display users. I press 2. First, to show all the users here, I want to show all the user who has tags or who doesn't have tags. And if I want to show only people on server who don't have a tags, I just gonna filter it with press number 2. And if I press number 3, it's gonna only showing the user with the tags here, which is CC 10,000 and or 30,000. So that's for the display users. Gonna back for and wanna display the transaction. I'm gonna press one for showing the borrow transaction here. For the borrow transaction, there's a title book that borrowed and the user who borrowed it and the date of she borrowed the book. Here is 5 September and expected to return the book is 3 days after, which is at 8 September. So that's what the borrow is. So for showing the return transaction, I just press 2. There's a menu here for the return transaction. So we press 1 for all the transaction in the return. So it's gonna show all the return status, the transaction with the on time, which is on exactly the return it on the expected date, and the late one is more than the expected return date. So if a user is late to return the book, it's gonna be there's a text. If the user is already paid, it's gonna change the status to paid, and if still not paying, it's gonna be still not paid status, and we're gonna can filter it like press to use to display only on time status, and for the late status, I'm gonna press 3 and press 1 for all the late status and press 2 again for the not paid status and press 3 for the paid only status here. So that's how we display and filtering the data here. So it's gonna go back and go to the next demonstration, which is add, edit and delete the books and add, edit and delete users. Okay, for add menu, so we go to press 2. There's some menu again, add new books, users or transaction. First, the new books. So I press 1 if I want to add the books, pick the categories. I'm gonna try for the nonfiction. The ISBN here must be written on the integer and exactly like 13 for the length. If the uh, fewer than 13 is gonna be there's notification error here. So go back to the category list and type it again. For this. Okay, here's a separate searching. So there's some save menu or cancel. If I want to save, I just want to press one. If you want to cancel, just press zero. So if I press one, this gonna be completely saved to the non-fiction book list here. So it's gonna cancel for new books. And then for adding user, gonna press two. What end user? Yes, and start the input data is first name, like the user, input phone number as well as like ISBN, because phone number it should be 12 or 13. So if I put it like long line, it's gonna be there's a error notification here. Try again. Okay, that's so gonna save it. And it's like adding the new user to the user list here. Then it's gonna go back. So the next one is to edit the book and edit the user. Gonna go to the update library data here with press number 3 and gonna press 1 for the edit books. Press 1 to continue. This is the place of the book that we can edit. So want to change the book that I already add one, the new big one here. So I put the ISBN here. Title, no, no, the new is still the same. It's gonna be like this. The comparison is before the update is look like this, and after the update is gonna be like this. So the save and it's gonna be I'll provide the access data right to new book again and new author still like we already submitted before. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna go back and try to edit the user as well. So I'm gonna continue to edit users and is also input the edit users. I'm gonna try to user two the phone numbers. I just wanna put it the same one address. Okay, this is there's comparison again in the user update here. So it's gonna save it and it's gonna be already existed data. Okay. Okay. The menu and we go next to our feature is try to borrow the book, edit the transaction and delete the borrow one. So to add the if we want to borrow something, we go to add library data and we go add new transaction, press 3 and we press 1 for borrowing transaction. So there's exists borrow list here. So we just gonna press 1 to continue to add the borrow and we're gonna choose the book that I want to borrow the new book for the user or if user still have the text here. Yeah, there's an like a notification that user can borrow the book because it still has the tax, which is CC here is still have tax 10,000 rupiah to pay, so CC can't borrow the new book. So we just have to add another user who doesn't have a tax. Okay, putting the ISP again. So we put like the user one. So this is the new detail, the preview, looks same, and there's a new borrow list here. So new book again, new user. The borrow date is exactly today, like in the 23rd September, and the accepted return is 3 days after in 26. Okay, we back right now to edit it. So I guess that there may be a mistake on me on putting like the borrowing transaction. So we continue input the transaction data. I want to get the one we input. 6 is new book again. So I'm gonna try to other book, which is let's see, Atomic Habit. With the another book, the user is still the same. Let's just see. Yeah, so it's gonna be changed to Atomic Habit. And also, the book status is gonna be changed also in like the non-fiction, right? So it's gonna be ranked here. This one, Atomic Habit ranked. So yeah, it's for the edit and the add borrow transaction. So we try to remove the borrow transaction. It's gonna be on the 4 menu, and we go to 3 and try to choose borrow transaction. And I want to continue. Just the transaction ID is 6. Is 6. We input the category, which is the 6 is atomic habit in nonfiction category, and will be show atomic habit new user and can press delete, and the transaction for the transaction is gone. So it's gonna go back, press 0, 0, and go to menu. Okay, we go to the next picture. To return the books and editing, there's no edit return details. So return can just delete the return. So if you want to add the return transaction, same is go to menu option 2, go menu option 3, and this time we choose the option number 2, return transaction. So there's already a borrow list that we can use for the return transaction. So here I want to continue, and I want to let's see, there's some nonfiction book that we can return is here. Why borrownya 1, here same as GG borrow, like in the borrow ID is 1, so we put the borrow ID. So it's gonna be showing the transaction detail from the borrow transaction, which is why perang dunia 1 2, name GG, and date is 23rd. This is the return date. So this is the today's date that GG returned the book. So the status will be late because GG is borrowing book at 5, which is if today is 23rd, is already 15 days late. So the status gonna be returned late on the return status. So press save. So we check the return transaction. So yeah, there's a return transaction list here with GG late but still not paid. Okay, and I want to continue first to the pay tax. If Gigi want to uh, pay tax here, just gonna go to the main menu. So I want to pay tax, right? Just want to continue. There's free transaction here. I want to pay the Gigi one. So it's gonna be like continue to choose user first. Gonna choose user GG. This hashtags 50,000 rupiah because for 3 each day is gonna be cost like 10,000. So because GG is has like 15 days late, so it's gonna be 15 divided absolute by 3. So it's gonna be return 5 and 5 times 10,000. So the tax is 50,000 rupiah. So we input the users and this is gonna continue the payment and input the money. And for the examples, trying to put the less. So yeah, so if we put the less more than payment we have to pay, is gonna be there's a provision that your money is to 25,000 rupiah less from the tax. If same or yes, is there's more money to pay. Like I'm pay Gigi paid like 60,000. So yeah, there's a notification. The change is gonna be 10,000, and the return list from not paid is gonna from Gigi is gonna be gone. It's gonna be deleted because the transaction is will be on. It's gonna be on the here on the paid transaction. So if we just to see the paid one, there's our DGG here with paid status. So the status is gonna be changed to paid. So return to menu. First we took the return and we add the return transaction from the borrow transaction, so we can edit manually. So it depends if there's a borrow transaction exists or not. So we just add the return by the borrow, so there's no edit, but we still can remove the return transaction that already exists. Like I press 4, press delete transaction, return transaction, and continue. So in case here I want to delete the Anya on time. Oh no, I just want to try to for the net not paid here. So here is one ID. Yeah, if I want to delete the not paid, it's gonna return the transaction is still not paid. So we can't delete the return transaction that's still not paid. So we try again. Wanna delete the on time one. Here is Anya with ID 2. The category here is Anya Dunia Shopee is on the fiction list. So we type the category fiction and press the left with 1, and the return list gonna be gone. Okay. Press 0 to come to back, and that is all for all of my feature. I make the code here for the main app. I use for the separate file here. So there's a default text dictionary that I already use here in library .py. So there's a manage book here, which is including like the displaying the books and update and the create and the delete also. Same as the users and in manage user.py and the transaction for the borrow and the return transaction in manage transaction and the tax payment I separate to in the text payment.py. So if you want to running this code, you just only play this main app.py. So if you want to exit the program, just 6 here. It's gonna be written have a good day. Okay. Thank you. That's all for our explanation. Sorry for too long explanation because my video is kind of lot. And thank you. And I'm sorry if there's some the explanation that not really that good. But I hope everyone who watch this is got my explanation well. Thank you. I see you later. Goodbye.